Good morning. The United States currently incarcerates 698 per 100,000 people. Approximately 1,300,000 people are locked up in state prisons, and the rest spend their sentences in local and federal jails. The prison system needs to be reevaluated, and community-based correction measures should be sentenced over longer prison sentencing options. Another benefit to this form of correction is that potentially it could prevent unemployment and encourage a well-adjusted social life. This is enough to make you wonder, is the modern-day American prison system actually working efficiently? The Center for Criminal Justice at NYU compiled studies since 1958 that focus on a prison's ability to effectively punish. Additionally, the studies produce evidence that question a prison's effect on an ex-convict's ability to reintegrate into society. Goggins and Collins have three viewpoints on a prison's punishment ability: its ability to suppress, increase, or minimize behavior. After looking into these 3 points with thorough research, they discovered no evidence of a punishment effect could be deciphered. This implies that our modern prison system needs to be reevaluated, because if longer versus shorter sentencing does not directly affect criminal behavior, maybe correction methods that do should be focused on. The Legislative Council in New South Wales has considered the same question. The Standing Committee decided that community-based sentencing promotes the effective punishment and rehabilitation of offenders. Dr. Machuk has expedited this information through community-based means in Canada. He focuses on repeat offenders and how to suppress criminal behavior. He uses statistically derived SIR-RI scale to predict his chances of a person going back to a life of crime. He does this by looking at their demographic characteristics and past criminal history. Each case needs to be evaluated on an individual level. Risk management principles is the continuous evaluation of correctional activities related to the public. It is the constant pursuit to bring individual justice that moves researchers such as Dr. Machuk, and there is no one-size-fits-all option. Eric Fisher is familiar with the American legislative process and wrote an extensive history on America's harsh prison sentencing problem. He claims that the system premised on constraint does not sufficiently individualize sentencings or protect defendants' rights. His ideology matches that of former federal district judge Marvin E. Frankel. Judge Frankel has always stood for creation of an administration standing commission that would issue guidelines to codify judges. If this was acted upon in Americans' prison systems, it would allow for judges to follow guidelines set in the studies from NYU and NSW. My proposal is simple. Prisons are not the most efficient way to handle the rising incarceration population. Legislative Council in America should be presenting guidelines for judges as suggested by former Judge Frankel. Goggins and Collins' research conclude that the prison has no effect on suppressing criminal behavior. And considering the convicted person's potential community assisting ability, it seems like a waste of time and resources. The Legislative Council and standing committees are trying to redefine a judge's position on the sentencing system. Dr. Machuk has provided the experiments necessary through his SIR and RI scale to support Eric Fisher's ideology. So no, the modern American prison system is not the most efficient way to suppress criminal behavior and handle people on an individual basis. Thank you.
Thank you.